once the sun is up and the monsters are dead. And maybe I'll go find a cave with some iron. Make myself a bed so we don't have to do this again. I figure I should wait till the sun is actually up over that little mountain there before heading out. Would make for a kind of a good looking view there. All this wilderness, which must become industrialized. Alright, good enough. Let's take a quick look around. Pumpkins are still here. They survived the night. Not that I really thought they wouldn't, but let's take a quick peek here. That looks like a deep hole. Yeah, I'm not going down there. That looks like faulty or death hole. Pick up some more eggs. So, worst case scenario, if I end up like off on an island or something somewhere, I can spawn some chickens in. Now, that's another one of those doors over there. It's kind of cool. Head in that direction. Oh, look, another random arrow. Oh, looks like somebody started building something here, or a creeper blew up or something. Oh, look, it's more sewage. I think that's what that is. Yeah, here... This is what the dimensional doors look like before they're actually activated. If I were to step through this pillar in one direction or the other... Oh, nope, this direction. There we go. That is the side you would enter. And you would end up in a little pocket dimension that could then, if you're unfortunate, end you up in limbo. Which, finding your way out of limbo, could put you literally anywhere in the world, even areas that nobody has been to yet. So, I'm not going in there till I'm more prepared. Oh, there's some sugar cane over there. Plenty of sheep around if I ever get any iron. Alright. Get some sugar cane. I'm sure it'll be useful for something. Some sand, cactus. Yeah, let's get some of this. Let's get some of this stuff while I'm over here. Looks like nobody's been in this area yet because none of these cactuses have grown. Let's go ahead and get a few cacti. That way I could start my own cactus farm. I know that these are used in waterproof piping, so at the very least that'll be useful. And there's oil. Probably just a small patch here, but oil nonetheless. Alright, so let's is that 5 pieces? Yeah, that'll be enough. I won't be able to do my automated farm until I have, well, semi-automated farm, until I have some iron and some redstone, but I could get a temporary one underway. Wonderful graphical errors in the distance there. Those are always wonderful. Looking great. Well, ooh, graphical errors. I think that's more oil. So, I have it this way. Of course, that's oil in water, which is always a pain. And more coal. Another egg. Another egg. Plenty of chickens around, plenty of eggs. Egg. Egg. Alright, I may have to go down that giant hole of death just to be able to find us some resources quickly. Because my only other answer is dig a deep, deep hole and hope. Ooh, that is lava. There's some copper down there. Don't really need copper yet, but can always gather it. I really don't want to go in that. Let's check this direction. Of course, at this rate, I might end up having to spend another night in the cave without a bed. Some mushrooms, flowers. Alright, let's see. Chickens and pigs. Who knows what else? Plenty of trees. What do we got? Just kind of hoping to spot a cave or maybe some iron in the side of a mountain. Happens occasionally. Search for iron. Of course, at this rate, it might just be quicker to go dig myself a deep hole and hope. Ooh, is that a cave? Well, there's a bunch of chickens that died over here. Oh, a creeper exploded over here. Recently enough that the stuff didn't despawn. Nobody else is on. Free chicken and free feathers, I suppose. So, I am sadly just not finding anything. Tree in the way. There we go. Alright. Chickens. Oh! Is that what I think it is? Yes. That is rubber wood. But apparently it is not affected by that mod, so I have to actually do these by hand. I did not realize that that's what those were immediately. I've even seen these things before, because these are the rubber trees that are in Big Dig. So, yeah, I know this is wasting the axe, but I really just want some saplings for this. Well, there's one. That'll help. Well, there's one. And there's one. Good enough. I got 3. That should be enough to start propagating them. I would really like some iron, but I suppose I could always just go kill the sheep and, you know, hope that they drop enough wool. Assuming they still drop wool when you kill them. I think they drop like 1 apiece. Not entirely sure, since it's been a while since I played vanilla, and been even longer since I've had to not use shears. So let's real quick pop back in our hole and make me a stone sword. Alright, go there. Pull this crap out of the way. Alright. Not going to be a very interesting series if I can't find iron. But at the very least, I can keep it a little bit more interesting if I have a bed and don't have to get stuck around and just talking all night about nothing. All of a sudden there's just chickens and no sheep. And the sun is starting to go down, and I really need to not jump in sludge. Haha, sheep. Yep, still dropped one. Alright. I think I can mix and match. Alright. Assuming I can mix and match, I have 3. And I think I can. Really hoping these audio levels turn out alright. I realize I've been mumbling a bit. And other times I'm probably talking too loud. It'll all come out in the wash, though, as the saying goes. It's getting dark. What a horrible night to have a curse. Oh, wait, wrong game. Okay. Let's get a little bit more wood. Do that. You two there. Excellent bed. Alright. I can come over here and be like, there's a bed. Let's go ahead and make some bread since I'm starting to starve here. I guess that control is a little convenient for that, but it's annoying other times. Alright, and in bed. And it's day. Hooray! No more long, boring nights. Just long, boring days of not being able to find iron. Hello, Mr. Spider. Well, let's see. That is a creeper. What is that up there? Is that just something that hasn't spawned in entirely, or is that just some weird blocks in the sky? I mean, those happen from time to time, but those might just be weird blocks in the sky. Oh, look. Arrows and bones. What in the world is that? Huh. I think this is a cave. Whoop. A little bit of lag. Oh, some copper. A random block of water. Okay. Cave. Oh, and right away, iron. Almost makes me upset that I killed those sheep last night, yesterday. But better that than another long, boring night. Alright, looks like I got 5 pieces. And a zombie. I have a sword, though. Zombie needs sword. Alright. Go me. torch. Alright, ooh. Oh, hello. Ow. Oh. So, might be something important. I'm vaguely familiar with whatever that stuff is, as in I've seen it before, but I'm not really sure. Well, there's iron everywhere now. See, all I needed to do was find a cave, and there would be iron all over the place. And I suppose there's copper as well. I should probably go ahead and grab that. Not something I need immediately, but not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Oop. It's weird that's been doing that occasionally too. Alright. And we'll drop one off that direction. And we'll collect ourselves some iron. Alright. More iron, but my thing is almost out. And there's quartz. Or is it called crystal now or something? Huh? It's citrus quartz now. Okay. We can come back and explore this place a little bit later. At least, explore it a bit more in depth later. Time to go back to our hole. Smelt us some iron. I know that there is something in the game called an induction furnace, which, along with using some sand, will let us effectively double our amount of iron, but we're a long ways off from that, so I'm not going to cry over the 17 pieces of iron. In fact, I'll probably just smelt 16, since that'll be 2 pieces of charcoal. Let the last one sit till I need it. Is that oil, or is that just dark water? I'm not sure. It looks like oil, but it also looks a little tiny bit blue. It might be a lighting bug, because those happen a lot. Might be oil. Not exactly in a position to need oil yet either. Don't even have a bucket, so I couldn't get it anyway. But that's why we're going to go smelt our iron. Okay. 2 of those. All but 1 of them. Let's go ahead and put some more of this junk away. Some raw rubber. Okay, well, I now have a full chest. There's some raw rubber. I should probably start some farms. Now I've got carrots, I've got seeds for more wheat, I've got cactus, I've got some sugar cane here, pumpkin, carrots, all things I can farm. Ooh, plus I can make more rubber trees. Let's start with a tree farm. Grab some cobblestone here, I've got torches, and I might need a little bit more. Let's grab some of that. Go ahead and put that in there, put that in there. Alright. So, little something to do while the ore is smelting. I think I'm gonna use primarily this level here, so 67. So I'll just come out here a bit. Ooh, more free bones. Might come in handy. Alright. Now, what I have discovered is that if you space trees 3 blocks apart from each other, as in leaving 3 blocks of empty space between them, that's where they tend to grow best. So what I do is I make a small ditch like that. I take some cobblestone, or sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, maybe something else. Build a nice little block around it like that. Now, why do I do that? Because once a tree grows, this block here will become dirt. And having it surrounded by cobblestone makes sure that it stays dirt. The grass won't grow back. This also lets me know exactly where to replant the tree every time. I could go clear cut my entire tree farm and still be able to go, this is exactly the block that I replant on, without having to do any annoying counting or anything like that. And sure, it uses up some cobble, but it's just cobble. A little bit of extra work at the beginning, a lot of saved time in the long run. Especially if we're going to be running Stirling engines on charcoal, I'm going to need some very effective tree farms. But for right now, we're going to get some rubber trees growing, so that I have a nice, endless source of rubber. Apparently, there is a fairly large amount of plastic involved in building a rocket ship. So if we ever want to get to the moon, we need rubber to make the plastic. And all I'm doing here is just clearing out a little bit more, because I think I am going to use this level as a proper house eventually. Go ahead and fill in with this extra dirt here. So that I can have a little bit less dirt hanging around. Because I'm going to have to clear all this stuff too. I'm just going to make a lot of dirt. Might as well just fill the whole bloody thing in where it's not needed. Alright, so we got some iron. So, we've already gotten the wool we need for a bed. So we don't necessarily have to make shears right away, since it's only really good for the wool, getting leaves, and a couple other things like vines, etc., etc. They're not really all that concerned with. But what I do still need is a bucket. So I need a bucket, and I am going to need, eventually, regardless of what I do, an iron pick. Because, as you may recall, we are working our way towards a quarry. And for that we need diamonds. Go ahead and make myself an extra stone pick here. So go ahead and put it in there, so that way we are not using up all of our iron pickaxe mining through stone and coal and more iron and other things that don't require iron pickaxes. Might as well conserve. Okay. Night once again, so let's hop in bed. Okay. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Okay. So we're working on some farms and clearing some land here. Now that I have a bucket, I can get some proper farms going. So, whoop, and that's an Enderman, who does not look like a happy Enderman. And he's gone. And he's back. Wearing no armor is not a good time to fight an Enderman, especially when all you have is a stone sword. If I had a diamond sword and no armor, I'd probably go ahead and fight him. But not like this. If I were decked out in iron armor with an iron sword, I'd probably go ahead and fight him. But again, not exactly the situation I'm in. Alright, so let's see. Farm. So we are going to need to grow more food eventually, because the stuff we pilfered from that village isn't going to last forever. But it will make a good base to start growing stuff from. Alright. Along with a few extra seeds we find along the way. Stone shovel. Time to go to work. And yes, I am fully aware that pretty much with the exception of these rubber trees, everything so far has been very basic vanilla. But that's pretty much how you start out in almost all mod packs. Is you still start out with your basic vanilla needs. Alright, so we've got a small area here cleared. We're going to make this into our wheat farm. But of course there's animals wandering around. And even on dirt that is well hydrated, it'll still mess up the crops if animals walk around on it too much. So I'm going to take probably the rest of this wood. Yeah, let's just do that. And do that. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we can get here on the line of fences. Alright, let's do that. Because we're still going to need a way in. That'll do for now. I'll have to plant some trees later. Get the rest of the tree farm going. Alright, let's see. Don't want it attaching to the dirt. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that'll do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I was right. 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Where is my... There it is. Alright. Now if I were going to be really anal about it, I could dig out underneath this whole fence and replace it with cobble, so the grass has no way in, but I'm not as concerned about that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig out that there. Grab my bucket and see if I can't find some water. Now there's water all over the bloody place. That's oil over there. There's some water that way. Water this way. Let's go this way. Should be some water just beyond these trees. Oh look. Water. And I am now the water bucket. Let's drop some water. Alright, now I should have made the tool before I came outside, but whatever. Alright, no need to waste iron on this. It's just a hoe. Alright. You know what I think I am going to be picky about, however? Is this main walkway? Let's hold off on that last block for a moment. Okay. Go back. I'm always forgetting things. Leaving things in chests. Forgetting where I put stuff. Alright. I grab the rest of these seeds. Let's go ahead and grab these carrots. Grab all that. Not gonna have the pumpkins yet. We'll get to that when we get to the sugar cane. And it's not like, well, actually, no, you can make pumpkin pie now. So there is a purpose to the pumpkins a bit more early than I had originally remembered. Alright, let's make this side wheat. And this side carrots. Now, I'm going to eventually need a lot more wheat than that, but it's a good place to start. And make sure we don't starve while everything else is getting going. You know what? I'm going to end up building stuff here. I might as well clear these pumpkins out of the way. I'll leave that one. That one can stay for the moment. Okay. Alright, so sugar cane, still need pumpkins, cactus. We'll get our cactus going here. We'll need our sand, at least 5 blocks. Alright, yeah, grab all the whole batch. Yeah, that'll do for the moment. Set up some more farm areas. Well, we've already got our farm here, so let's just go ahead and dig out another spot. And I broke a shovel. First of many. I end up digging a lot out because I like making things all on one level. Just makes things easier in the long run. Bit of a pain in the short run as I'm clearing stuff out, but in the long run, I'm not jumping around, wasting energy, wasting hunger bar, having to build stairs everywhere. I mean, I'm kind of one of those function first and form will follow. Starting to get dark again, so time to go ahead and pop back indoors real quick. You can only sleep at night. important safety tip. Thanks, Egon. Alright. We've got some more fences. I'm running out of wood. Oh, guess that's what I'll have to go do immediately upon waking up here. Okay. Ta-da. Oh, looks like a couple of our rubber trees have grown. Even though I completely forgot one of the more important parts of the tree farm. And that's putting torches in those spaces right there. For whatever reason, trees grow a bit better in light. Alright, let's get some more wood. That, whatever mod it is that does that is just wonderful. It's too bad it doesn't work on the rubber trees. Make it so I'll actually use these normal trees in my tree farm. Normally I don't. I just end up usually grabbing like the birch because they grow straight and don't do this giant thing, which if I had to clear them manually would be a pain every time one of those grew in the tree farm. But now it's not so much of a pain. I just take out the bottom block and the whole thing comes tumbling down. So whatever mod it is that does that is a relatively recent addition to Tekkit, since I was still used to having to clear all this stuff by hand. Oh, looks like I broke my axe. And it made it so only part of the tree came down? Or it might be because it's proximity to that. I don't know. Well, let's hop on back. Make another axe. And I continue to use stone tools a lot, simply because stone is freaking everywhere. It is just all over the place. So if I run out of stone tools, it is not a big deal to replace them. Whereas if I'm using iron tools, I gotta go find more iron, smelt it, da-da-da-da-da. Now, if I get to a point where I have ridiculous amounts of iron or something, sure, I'll switch over to using iron tools. Because they're faster, they're more efficient. But time is on my side, kind of. Huh. That is just weird. I guess I maybe just attach to this. Nope. That just didn't want to come all the way down by itself, it seems. You might be asking, why am I bothering picking up all these saplings and stuff? Well, it's because I do know, even though it's a ways off yet, that I will eventually be making a bioreactor to make biofuel. And you can just throw saplings in there and make a ton of biofuel. So I'm going to go ahead and hang on to them for the time being. Maybe if I get like super strapped for storage space or something, I might get rid of them, but for the time being, no real reason to not hang on to them, because, I mean, heck, I have one small chest at the moment, and I've been making this big tunnel back here that I could just put more chests in. I mean, look at all this. I can put 2 more there, I can put another one at the foot of the bed. That's not counting this side, so plenty of space, and it's just wood at the moment, because I don't particularly feel like I have enough iron yet to go upgrading my chest, since that would take all but 2 of those bars. Okay, what was I doing? I was making fences so I could expand my farm. Wow, I have a lot of wood. Why am I making so few here? I don't know. This is just kind of weird. Alright. Hopefully it's enough. I'm gonna have to come back and make a fence gate. I forget this stuff all the time. Alright. Boy. Right, I was digging. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Down there. Alright. Digging. Alright. Here we go. One letter. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, plenty left over. Got a whole whopping 2 left over. Plenty of stuff. Alright, now what am I doing here? I've got cactus. I got sugarcane. Oh, and there's the pumpkins. Alright, well, let's see here. Sugarcane has to be immediately next to water on the same level. Pumpkin just should be hydrated. So what I could do... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig a trench at the very back. That row right there in front of it will be where the sugarcane goes. And to either side I'll have pumpkins. So what I'll do is once again dig out a little trench here for the path. I really don't know why I do that. It just seems like an appropriate thing to do. And I'm going to need more water. But this time there should be enough water where I'll have to make 2 trips to get it done, but I'll be creating an infinite water source. So I won't have to come back to this again after 1 more trip. Unless I particularly feel like it. Alright, so we put that there. Go back for our 1 more trip. Alright. Up in the middle there. That way that becomes infinite. And there we go. You can just... Alright. And those already there. Alright, so got space for 6 pumpkin plants. It's going to leave me with a couple extra seeds, but whatever. So I'll grab 2 of those. Put those back. Put the egg in there. Can make some pumpkin pie. There. Just set the other cobblestone. No, chicken, I am not feeding you yet. We'll get to that part of the farming later. I need a gate. I said that when I first started coming out. Go away. Thing didn't make a chicken. Oh well. See, I keep getting sidetracked and distracted and forgetting things. So yeah, go put it in my inventory instead of where I'm going to put it. Alright. There we go, another fence gate. Looks like the sun might be going down again. Oh, almost forgot torches. Another important accessory for a farm. Plants tend to do better when there's light. And fortunately enough, Minecraft, as far as the vanilla stuff is concerned, doesn't care that it's torchlight. Alright. Let's go ahead. Just because. Oops. Not there. There we go. Alright. It is getting dark. Time to pop back in before a creeper decides to blow up all our hard work. Hop in bed. Okay. So, we've got our sugar cane. We've got pumpkins growing. Well, kinda. We've got wheat and carrots. We've got the beginnings of a tree farm, specifically rubber trees at this point. We'll expand that out in a bit. But first, let's get some cactus going. To do that, we're going to need to, you guessed it, clear more space. Probably the single most time-consuming thing I do in Minecraft is clearing dirt. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not entirely sure why I went to 8, but 7 didn't seem quite right. There goes another shovel. Alright. Not that way. So that thing messes up every so often. Alright. Alright. Now we've got an area. This area doesn't need to be as fenced off so much. Still not a bad idea to fence it off. Maybe I'll do it eventually. I just don't feel like making more fences right this second. But let's plan for having a fence. So we'll start here to leave that space between like I did the other ones. Now I can't have cactus grow immediately next to any other block. So that means that block is out, which means I gotta go here. Now, since it's there, there, and there. Now, what I have done here is set where I'm going to put the sand down. Now, when I get to the point where I'm upgrading this to my semi-automated cactus farm, I will replace a lot of this dirt with probably cobblestone, because I will have to go underneath to put pistons and redstone under. But for the time being, This will be just fine to get things started. And what is that chicken doing? Okay, that was weird. So, cactus. Cactus, cactus, cactus. Cactus. Chicken, you're going to have to move. Great, you popped out an egg. Go away. Shoot. Cactus. Alright. Because I'll eventually need that to waterproof some pipes. If we're going to get anything going around here, going to need all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Cactus hurts, doesn't it? Alright. Talking to the chicken now. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not a crazy person. And everyone totally believes that. Alright, so I've got my torches in place. I do need to put up the fencing, just to keep things consistent. And to keep chickens from killing themselves on the stupid cactus. Alright. Let's just go ahead and do all that. Oh yeah, this will give me the right number actually, I think. Maybe. Maybe I'm completely deluding myself. No, I somehow end up... No, this is right. This was right. Okay. Although it gave me 2 stacks, because they do 2 at a time. Wonderful. That's okay. The way I'm going through them, I'm sure I'll use them all eventually, because there's other stuff I haven't even found yet, like melon seeds. I'm sure there's other stuff that I'm not immediately thinking of. Yeah, let's go ahead and make this match. Piece of cobble down. The rest of it will eventually become cobble with the exception of the sand, but for now that's enough because I'm going to be putting a block on top of it, even if it is just a piece of fence. I don't need to do that. I still have planks right here. I should probably use it beforehand. There we go. Alright, fence. It has plenty of fence. Even though this is a fence gate, and that is what I should be saying. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and trim down these rubber trees. It really is a pity that that mod that makes the trees fall doesn't work on these. I know I've said that a couple of times now. Doesn't make it any less true. Alright. Out of the way. Well. Pardon me. Well, while that is falling, let's go ahead and start expanding our tree farm here a bit. Put in some normal trees so that we have a nice steady source of wood to turn into charcoal and wood objects. Because if we ever get to the point where we need to run things on the Stirling engines, we're going to need that infinite charcoal. Yeah, I didn't feel like switching to the shovel for 1 block. Alright. Wow, I have a lot of dirt. Because that's what happens when you clear stuff out. Let's go ahead and even this out a bit. I'll get to that in a minute. Alright. this side. Make it nice and even. Oh, the rubber tree saplings are falling. Do I have 3? I have 3 already. Good. That makes any more that fall. Like that one. Alright. I don't need that right now, though. I have some regular tree saplings. Those can go there. I'm going to drop some more torches down. And I'm out of torches. Guess that's what happens when I use so many of them. I'm not even sure that this is going to be my permanent base, because I still feel I'm a little too close to spawn. But I've got some farms set up, and I've got at least a temporary base going. And I think for now, mainly because I want to make sure everything is recorded properly and everything like that, I am going to call it a night. We will come back here and start a new episode after this. I don't know how many episodes this has been so far, but this is the end of this one. So, I bid you adieu and see you next time.